Hey, welcome back to 444 Keys to Wisdom. I'm doing individual signs. Let's get into some tarot here. If anything you hear helps you, like the video, share if you hear someone else's story. And we just gonna get into this. So I'm doing overall energies first with the Oracle Shadows and Light. And then we'll jump into the tarot with the relative tarot cards here. So I am, let's see where I'm at. I'm on the sign of the Libra. Ancestors, what are the overall energies for the sign of Libra? What is the overall oracle energy for the sign of Libra? Out trick-or-treating. We're here. Okay. All right. So it says out trick-or-treating. We're here. So let's see what that says here. This is a newer deck for me, so give me 1 second. All right. All right. Okay, Libra. So it says, it's up to you now to decide whether you are going to take the time to discover what something is really all about, or simply judge it based on how it appears to be at first glance. The trick or treaters help you see through conditioning and old thought patterns. And as they do this, they may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible. And all you need is courage. All right, Libra, that's nice. That's so nice. That's so nice. All right, so let's get some tarot. We're here. I would like to think that that's the ancestors, like, we're here. All right, so trick-or-treating, out trick-or-treating is your overall energy. So you're being asked to see something with new eyes. You're being challenged with old thought patterns and belief systems. We got Judgment out here. We got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Lovers in reverse. King of Swords upright. Two of Cups upright. Hold on, because I don't want this to get to burn the crazy until my smoke alarm didn't start going off. Hold on, Leaves. Hold on, Leaves. Let me make sure that's going to go out. All right. All right, Libra. Leaves. Leaves. Six of Swords in reverse. Hermit upright. Virgo. Page of Wands upright. Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, hold on. Okay. So Libra, Judgment is in your favor. So yeah, with this Queen of Swords in reverse, this is definitely about updating your belief systems here. You had a certain way of being at one point, especially when it comes to the way you think. Swords is mental energy. Okay, it also represents air energy. And so with this Queen of Swords in reverse here, there was a certain way of thinking and being that you were used to, or that you had gotten used to, that actually turned a lot of your lover situations in reverse. Okay. The newer cards I got out here is the Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands. This could have been a defense mechanism of why you were in a Queen of Swords reverse type mentality, because of probably past hurts. Okay. And so I don't know if you blamed other people for certain things that weren't going right in regards to relationships. But a lot of it was actually you. You kind of got into your feminine energy when it came to relationships. And your thought process towards it, including your communication. This could have been, you know, a lot of manipulation, a lot of game playing, mind games, you know, but these were feminine aspects of mind games. If I'm talking to a male, if I'm talking to a female, you were very cutthroat in your communication with your lovers. You know, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And so if you're a woman, you could have kind of maybe turned off lovers of the past because your speech was so harsh towards them. How you spoke to them was kind of harsh. And so it kind of turned a lot of, you know, I don't know if you argued a lot, I don't know. It's just the way that you communicated as a woman that turned a lot of your lover situations in reverse. If I'm talking to a male, you got really kind of sour in your feminine energy, and you played a lot of catty mind games. But these are the type of mind games that a woman would play. So, for example, you know, back in the day, I was watching Back to the Future the other day. And so, you know, in those days, it was not appropriate for a woman to chase a man. Okay. A man was supposed to court and pursue a woman. But this is a male who took on that feminine role and required that women chase him and played a lot of mind games. And some of them fell for it, but ultimately it still soured relationships. And, you know, back in those days, they were not doing it for the sake of control, but this Queen of Swords in reverse played these mind games for the sake of control. And ultimately, you still lost control of these relationships. And like I said, if this is a female Libra, you know, your speech was not very feminine towards men. You might have taken on a very masculine thought process. And ultimately, it kind of turned all of your lover situations upside down. You got a less than favorable outcome. But now we got the King of Swords here. Okay. In the upright. And the King of Swords is very intelligent. Speaks his mind. Very diplomatic in how he speaks. Charismatic. Unapologetic. Okay. Can speak the truth, and it can hurt, but it's for your good. Okay. So that's actually good. All right. If you are a king or queen of swords, you definitely want it in the upright either way. You don't want it in reverse. So someone definitely has been working on their communication, speaking their truth, expressing themselves a little bit more, speaking their mind, not holding back, but speaking their mind appropriately. Okay. Which is good. You know, this is a leader right here. Okay. And you've always had this in you, whether you're male or female, but the reason why you were in reverse with all of this is because you were hurt before. You called judgment in the past on everything, and it just is what you decided to do, but you were not having any success in love. This does not, You might have felt like you were protecting yourself, but deep down inside, you were just hurting a lot of people. You know, you had become the monster that you was determined you would never be around again. And true strength is you can go through things and people can take you through things, but it doesn't change your character. But for you, at some point in your life, Libra, you allowed these hurts and these disappointments to change your character, which tells me you have to strengthen yourself a little bit, because you made other people pay for what's, you know, with your mind games and your speech. You made other people pay for things that they were not responsible for in the way that you call judgment. So you're being asked with this, we're here to take that mask off and let's just start over fresh with a new way of thinking. You see this jack-o'-lantern here? Take that mask off. And you see this skull is bare. And let's start over. Okay, you don't have to have that fear. You don't have to protect yourself like that anymore. It's okay. But I think you're realizing that with this King of Swords in the upright, because you do care for people. You are a very loving person. And when it comes to relationships, you do like relationships. You do want to be with someone. Or you've met someone, you know, or you're thinking of someone that you actually do care about. And you don't want to treat them like this. But you didn't want to treat anybody like that. You just did it to defend yourself and out of a defense mechanism. But something has come along that's making you want to get back to integrity. Okay, with this Hermit card here, Virgo, go back over the lessons that you've learned in life and just take them for what they were. And you take them as wisdom. Okay, this is a person that alchemizes pain. They turn their pain into power. They see things for what they were. They see people for what they were in their life. And then they take those lessons and they do better. They teach others, including continue to teach themselves. Okay? But they don't shortchange themselves anymore. They do. This person does not mind being alone. Okay? And that's fine. I feel like you spent some time alone so you can understand some things. And that's good. So you're faced with a Two of Cups situation now. And I feel like you want to get back to integrity. You want to venture off to be, you know, the caring person that you were at one point. We got this Page of Wands here. So you're trying to mature and trying to, you know, this is like a new beginning, so to speak, in passion. You know, you're trying to have a new passion for something, you know, because it's like you've been in a freezer for so long. It's like you're defrosting. Okay. And so the Six of Swords in reverse, this thought pattern from old, you're learning a lot of these beliefs don't serve you anymore. They're not relevant to today's times either. The people that you're surrounded by, you don't have to send the messages that you used to send to other people. Like, this ain't that anymore. And I think you're realizing that. And you're coming out of this inconsistent energy as well. This back and forth, this slow moving energy, you know, and you're trying to have passion for something. Okay. You're trying to find your passion again. Okay. You're trying to be hopeful again and look towards the future. You're trying to believe again. You're trying to find that inner child in you again. Okay. You still have to work on holding back. You're still holding back a little bit. You still have some selfishness that you have to work through. That's not helpful to you. A lot of selfishness can block and limit your own things. These are pentacles. So this is your everyday life, your stability, your money, your career. But if you're dealing with a Two of Cups situation and you continue with this selfishness, you're just going to block what you need. Okay. You have to open up and be generous. You know, don't be afraid to be generous with your partner or be generous with your friends or whatever you're doing now, whatever this Two of Cups is. But you can't hold back. Like, that's another thing. Like, there's something you're holding back. I feel like someone feels like holding back is a means of control. But that's the quickest way to lose control, is to hold back something from someone that they deserve to have from you. That's actually the quickest way to lose them. That's that old thought pattern here. That's a mind game. Oh, shoot. There's too many of them So I can feel it, Libra. This is not easy because you've been a certain way for a long time. And you've wrapped yourself in this blanket, this comfort blanket. You know, you've protected yourself for so long. So no, I think this was this Temperance Sagittarius here was upright. I'm sorry. And this King of Cups just came out here. So you're trying to find balance. You're balancing your mind and your emotions here. We got King of Swords. And we got the King of Cups. Either way, you're a king. If you're a woman, either way, you know, you're queen. But you're trying to balance your head here and your heart. You're trying to get back to matching or balancing out what's in your mind as opposed to what you feel. You're trying to get back to that. Because I feel like for a long time, you were out of balance. It was either you put away one or both. You know, you were dedicated to being this Queen of Swords in reverse. Page of Pentacles is in reverse, which is good, which means the next step up from the page is a Knight of Pentacles. So this is your money, your stability. So you're leaving this new beginning stage in your stability and your money. So you're leveling up financially. You're about to level up. And I will let you know that your heart chakra is definitely connected to your money. Remember that. Your heart is connected to your money as well as your root chakra. And so we got the Ace of Wands. Okay. So you're definitely trying to, you know, you have a passion for that. This money thing, you definitely have a passion for that. That's there. No problem with that. Okay. You might be more money focused than this Two of Cups focused. But again, be careful. Be careful. Being so money focused, you got to balance that out. You got to balance that out. Okay. We got this Nine of Wands here. You're feeling heavily burdened about something. Something is burdening you. Only you're going to know what that is, Libra. Five of Wands. You're in conflict with something. There's something there you're having some kind of conflict that's burdening you. Only you know what that is, though. You see how these people are covering their ears? You see how they cover their ears? So you're burdened by what other people think and what they're going to say. You got to let that go, Libra. That's another way that you're suppressing your money and everything else that's supposed to be yours. You have to work on your approval addiction. I did a video about some books. I would suggest maybe you listen to audiobooks or read Dr. Joyce Meyer's Approval Addiction. Either you care too much about what people are going to say about you, or you care too much of what people will say about this Two of Cups situation. You're afraid that, you know, people may not accept your Two of Cups, or people are going to feel like you're not good enough for your Two of Cups. Either way, forget people. This has got nothing to do with people. This is about you. That's a distraction. You got to let that go. This Nine of Wands burden, you're actually burdening yourself. That is, again, an old thought pattern that you're being challenged with this. We're here to let go of. Who cares what other people think? This is not their life nor their journey. And it honestly doesn't matter. At a certain age, you should understand it doesn't matter what you do. Somebody going to have something to say. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. So you might as well do what you want to do. Live your life. But you still care too much what people think. You got to let that go. And if I'm talking to a male, you definitely, come on, man. As a man, you can't care what people think. Let that go. One more for Libra, and then we're going to wrap this up. You know you're trying. I feel it. You're trying. But there's still some resistance here, and it's all you. It's all you. You're the only one holding yourself up. And there you are, Libra, the Emperor. This could also be a sign of Aries. You're an emperor. You got to act like one. Okay, this could be a woman too, who's very self-sufficient, independent, you know, provides for herself, her family. She could be a single person on her throne. Or this could be you, a male. Either way, if you're a female, you can be an emperor either way. And you can have Aries anywhere in your chart. But if I'm talking to a male, you're an emperor. You have to start acting like one. You have to believe that's what you are. And let go of these small hangups is really, really slowing you down, including the money that you're focused on. If this is a woman, you become so independent. And that's a good thing, that you can care for yourself and your family or whatever, but you become so independent that you've got to work on your femininity. You've got to work on your softness. But I see you trying to work on that. You are. You know, even though you're a woman, you could be very money focused. You could be very materialistic. Something about material things. You relate materials to your identity. You know, who I am is indicative of how much I have. That's not correct. Because as soon as you don't have something, your whole identity will crumble. So you're being challenged to figure out who you are with or without these things. So that's all I got for you, Libra. And I'm going to just leave that right there. Bye.